When people experience leg cramps, the first thing that usually comes to mind is dehydration or a lack of water, but the truth is far more connected to minerals than fluids. Magnesium stands out as the #1 mineral deficiency linked to leg cramps, and understanding why makes it clear how critical it is for muscle and nerve function. Magnesium is not just another nutrient in the body. It is involved in more than 300 biochemical processes, and many of those processes have to do with muscle contraction, relaxation, and the transmission of signals between nerves and muscles. Without enough magnesium, the balance between contraction and relaxation is disrupted, leading to those painful involuntary spasms we know as cramps. When a muscle contracts, calcium ions flood into the muscle fibers, stimulating the contraction process. Magnesium plays the opposite role, working as a natural calcium channel blocker. It allows the muscle to relax by counterbalancing the influx of calcium. If there is too little magnesium, calcium dominates and muscles remain in a hyperactive or tightened state, which is why cramps feel so sharp and rigid. This imbalance explains why magnesium deficiency is often the root cause of repeated cramps at night or after physical activity. The body is essentially struggling to release the contraction because it lacks the mineral that tells the muscle it's time to relax. Dietary patterns today often contribute to this problem. Processed foods, refined grains, and sugar-heavy diets strip the body of magnesium. For example, every time sugar is metabolized, it uses up magnesium, and if someone consumes sugary drinks or desserts regularly, they are depleting their magnesium reserves without even realizing it. On top of that, stress and medications like diuretics can also lower magnesium levels, leaving the body even more vulnerable to cramps. This explains why even people who drink plenty of water and exercise regularly still complain about muscle cramping. Hydration is not enough when the mineral foundation is weak. Another important aspect is that magnesium works in close relationship with other electrolytes like potassium and sodium. While potassium helps regulate the electrical charges that move across cell membranes in muscle tissue, magnesium ensures that the charges do not get out of control. Think of it as the stabilizer that keeps the system from overfiring. Without magnesium, potassium cannot do its job effectively, and the whole communication between nerves and muscles becomes uncoordinated. This is why many people who try to solve cramps by eating more bananas for potassium still do not get relief, because the underlying magnesium deficiency has not been addressed. Signs of low magnesium often go unnoticed until the cramps start, but the body gives small warnings beforehand. Restless legs, twitching eyelids, irritability, and even difficulty sleeping are all early indications, since magnesium is also involved in the production of GABA, a calming neurotransmitter. Low levels can make it harder for the nervous system to relax, which ties directly into sleep disturbances. Poor sleep, in turn, makes the cramps worse because recovery and mineral replenishment during the night are disrupted. This cycle is common, but reversible once magnesium-rich foods or supplements are introduced consistently. The richest food sources of magnesium are leafy greens like spinach, nuts, seeds, and certain fatty fish. For example, a single cup of cooked spinach can provide about 150 milligrams of magnesium, which is a significant portion of the daily requirement. Pumpkin seeds are another powerhouse, offering nearly half of the daily value in just a small handful. Incorporating these foods regularly restores the body's mineral balance, and the improvement in muscle relaxation can often be felt within days. Unlike taking a quick electrolyte drink that may give only temporary relief, building up magnesium stores through diet provides long-term stability for muscles. Another factor worth noting is that magnesium absorption depends on the health of the digestive system. People with gut issues, especially those with low stomach acid, may not absorb magnesium efficiently, even if they are eating magnesium-rich foods. In such cases, correcting digestive health becomes part of the solution. Magnesium also comes in different supplemental forms, and some types like magnesium citrate or glycinate are more bioavailable than others. However, food sources remain the most natural and sustainable way to ensure the body is consistently nourished with this essential mineral. By recognizing magnesium as the top deficiency behind leg cramps, the entire perspective on prevention shifts. Instead of relying solely on water or stretching, the focus turns toward replenishing this mineral through the right dietary choices. This not only helps to stop cramps, but also improves energy, calms the nervous system, strengthens bones, and supports heart rhythm, since magnesium is integral in all these areas. Once the body has enough of it, the difference in muscle relaxation and overall comfort is undeniable. Spinach is often overlooked as a simple leafy green, but when it comes to muscle health and preventing leg cramps, it plays an incredibly powerful role because it delivers a combination of minerals that directly influence how muscles contract and relax. One of the primary nutrients in spinach is magnesium, which serves as the body's natural muscle relaxer. Every time a muscle fiber contracts, magnesium is needed to help the muscle release and return to a resting state. Without it, the contraction continues too long, which is exactly what happens during a painful cramp. Eating spinach on a regular basis replenishes this essential mineral and supports the body's ability to manage muscular activity more smoothly. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach contains a significant portion of the daily magnesium requirement, which makes it one of the easiest ways to get this nutrient in natural form. But magnesium is only part of the story. Spinach is also a rich source of potassium, another critical electrolyte that ensures nerves send the right signals to the muscles. Potassium allows the proper flow of electrical charges in and out of muscle cells. When potassium is too low, muscles misfire, leading to spasms or cramps. Spinach supplies this mineral in a natural balance with magnesium, creating a synergistic effect. The body does not just need one mineral at a time, it needs a network of them working together, and spinach happens to contain that exact combination. This makes it far more effective for leg cramp prevention compared to relying on supplements or isolated minerals alone. Calcium is another mineral found in spinach that plays a key role in muscular contractions. Calcium sparks the contraction process, and then magnesium steps in to relax the muscle afterward. Having both present in a single food source ensures a natural cycle of contraction and relaxation. The reason this is so important is that cramps usually occur when this cycle is thrown off. If there is too much calcium relative to magnesium, the muscle contracts without being able to let go. By consuming spinach, which contains both, the body can maintain the delicate balance that allows the muscle fibers to function properly. Spinach is also high in antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E, which support circulation and reduce oxidative stress in muscle tissue. When circulation is strong, oxygen and minerals are delivered efficiently to the muscles, making cramps less likely to occur. Poor circulation is often a hidden contributor to leg cramps, especially in people who are sedentary or spend long hours sitting. By improving vascular health through the nutrients in spinach, the muscles stay better nourished and are less prone to sudden contractions. This is one of the reasons why many people notice that cramps happen more frequently at night. Circulation slows down during sleep, and without adequate nutrient reserves, the imbalance shows up as cramps. Incorporating spinach into meals is simple, but the benefits are profound. A salad with fresh spinach, avocado, and pumpkin seeds not only delivers magnesium and potassium, but also layers in healthy fats and other trace minerals, giving the body a complete electrolyte package. Lightly steaming spinach retains much of its mineral content, and blending it into a smoothie provides a quick and convenient way to increase intake without much effort. The versatility of spinach makes it easy to integrate daily, and unlike many other vegetables, it has a mild taste that works well in a wide range of dishes. One interesting point about spinach is its oxalate content, which can sometimes reduce calcium absorption. However, when spinach is part of a balanced diet with other vegetables and mineral-rich foods, this becomes less of a concern. In fact, the high magnesium and potassium levels often outweigh any potential absorption issues. Pairing spinach with vitamin C-rich foods like lemon or bell peppers can also improve mineral bioavailability, ensuring the body gets the most out of what spinach provides. People who experience frequent cramps often notice significant improvements once they increase their intake of leafy greens like spinach. The body quickly responds to the restored mineral balance, and the frequency and intensity of cramps drop. Spinach not only works to address the immediate muscle issue, but also supports long-term health by nourishing the cardiovascular system, strengthening bones, and supporting the nervous system. Its wide nutrient profile makes it one of the most complete foods for muscle function. The takeaway is that while water alone cannot solve the problem of cramps, nutrient-dense foods like spinach can. By delivering magnesium, potassium, and calcium in one natural package, it provides the exact building blocks the body needs to stop painful spasms and keep muscles functioning smoothly. Regularly consuming spinach is one of the simplest, yet most powerful strategies for reducing leg cramps naturally and supporting overall muscular health. Avocados are often praised for their creamy texture and healthy fats, but one of their most valuable contributions to health lies in their high potassium content, which directly influences muscle function and helps prevent painful leg cramps. Potassium is an essential electrolyte that regulates the flow of electrical signals in the body. Muscles contract and relax based on these electrical impulses, and when potassium levels drop, the signals become disrupted. This disruption often leads to involuntary muscle contractions, twitching, and full-blown cramps. An avocado contains more potassium than a banana, making it one of the richest natural sources available. And unlike bananas, avocados do not cause a sharp spike in blood sugar. This makes them especially beneficial for people who are insulin resistant or following a low-carb or ketogenic lifestyle. Potassium works hand in hand with sodium to maintain the body's fluid balance. Muscles need the right amount of water inside and outside their cells to function properly, and potassium ensures this balance is maintained. When potassium is low, sodium takes over, leading to fluid imbalance and overstimulation of nerves, which triggers cramps. Avocados provide a dense source of potassium without adding excessive carbohydrates or sugar, meaning they correct the imbalance in a way that supports stable blood chemistry. This is important because electrolyte balance is not just about drinking fluids. It is about having the correct ratio of minerals that manage those fluids within the cells. Magnesium is the mineral most directly connected to muscle relaxation, and pumpkin seeds provide one of the highest natural concentrations available in a whole food. Just a small handful can deliver nearly half of the daily requirement, making it easy to replenish this critical nutrient without needing supplements. When the body has adequate magnesium, muscles are able to contract and release properly, which prevents the painful spasms that occur when magnesium is lacking. Many people who suffer from cramps at night notice a significant difference once they begin eating pumpkin seeds regularly, as the mineral supply builds up and restores proper function. In addition to magnesium, pumpkin seeds contain zinc, another essential mineral that plays an indirect but important role in preventing cramps. Zinc helps regulate enzyme activity and hormone production, both of which affect electrolyte balance in the body. For example, zinc supports the production of stomach acid, which improves the absorption of minerals like magnesium and potassium from food. Without strong digestion, even the best mineral-rich diet can fall short because the body cannot extract what it needs. By including zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, absorption improves, making the minerals more available for muscle use. Zinc is also essential for immune function and tissue repair, which means the muscles recover more efficiently after being stressed, further reducing the risk of cramping. Another nutrient found in pumpkin seeds is iron, which is vital for carrying oxygen through the blood to the muscles. Poor oxygen delivery can make muscles fatigue quickly, increasing the likelihood of spasms. This is one reason why iron deficiency often comes with symptoms like weakness, tiredness, and cramping. By providing iron along with magnesium and zinc, pumpkin seeds cover multiple bases for maintaining strong and flexible muscle function. On top of that, pumpkin seeds are also a source of omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and improve circulation, ensuring that nutrients are delivered smoothly to muscle tissues. The timing of when pumpkin seeds are eaten can also make a difference. Many people experience cramps at night when they are lying down to rest or sleeping. This happens because circulation slows during sleep, and if mineral reserves are already low, the imbalance becomes noticeable in the form of cramps. Eating a small serving of pumpkin seeds in the evening gives the body a concentrated boost of magnesium before bedtime, which helps relax muscles during the night. This is why they are often recommended as a nighttime snack for people prone to restless legs or nocturnal cramps. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in plant compounds called phytosterols and antioxidants, which help reduce oxidative stress in muscles and nerves. When free radicals build up from exercise, stress, or poor diet, they can interfere with normal cell function, leading to increased muscle irritation and cramps. The antioxidants in pumpkin seeds help counteract this damage, keeping the muscle tissues healthier and more resilient. Combined with the high mineral content, this makes pumpkin seeds a uniquely effective food for long-term cramp prevention and overall muscular health. Integrating pumpkin seeds into the diet is simple, and their versatility makes them easy to consume regularly. They can be eaten raw, roasted, or sprinkled over salads, yogurt, or oatmeal. They can also be blended into smoothies or ground into a powder to add to protein shakes. Even adding them to baked goods or energy bars is a convenient way to boost mineral intake. Unlike processed snacks, pumpkin seeds are nutrient-dense and provide long-lasting energy without spiking blood sugar, which is especially beneficial for those on low-carb or ketogenic diets. One of the key advantages of pumpkin seeds compared to supplements is that they deliver minerals in a natural food matrix along with supporting nutrients that aid absorption. For instance, the presence of healthy fats helps improve the uptake of fat-soluble vitamins, while the fiber content supports gut health, which indirectly enhances mineral absorption as well. This natural synergy is hard to replicate with isolated supplements, making whole foods like pumpkin seeds a more complete and sustainable solution. Cramps are essentially a sign that the body is running low on essential electrolytes and nutrients, and pumpkin seeds target the problem directly by supplying a concentrated dose of the minerals most often missing. When consumed consistently, they help build up mineral reserves, improve muscle relaxation, and support nerve communication, all of which reduce the occurrence of cramps. Their combination of magnesium, zinc, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids makes them more than just a snack. They are a functional food that actively works to restore balance in the body and keep muscles functioning smoothly. Most people assume that leg cramps are caused by not drinking enough water, so the natural reaction is to increase fluid intake. While water is certainly important, the reality is that cramps are rarely about dehydration alone and more often about the balance of electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals like magnesium, potassium, sodium, and calcium that carry an electrical charge and help regulate nerve signaling and muscle contraction. When these minerals are out of balance, even if you are well hydrated, the muscles can misfire and seize up, causing painful cramps. This is why some people who drink large amounts of water still experience leg cramps frequently, because the excess fluid actually dilutes the concentration of electrolytes in the blood, making the imbalance worse instead of better. The body requires a precise balance between electrolytes and fluids to function properly. Potassium works inside the cells, sodium works mostly outside the cells, and magnesium and calcium regulate how these ions move in and out. When water intake is too high without enough minerals, sodium levels can drop, creating a condition known as hyponatremia. In this state, muscles and nerves lose their ability to communicate effectively, leading to weakness, spasms, or cramps. Similarly, low magnesium makes it impossible for muscles to relax after contraction, and low potassium causes the electrical signals to become unstable, both of which contribute to cramps. Hydration alone does nothing to fix these imbalances if the minerals are not replenished. Another reason why electrolytes matter more than just hydration is that most people consume modern diets low in mineral-rich foods. Processed foods often lack magnesium and potassium, yet they are loaded with sodium in the form of table salt. This creates a skewed ratio where sodium is in excess, but magnesium and potassium are deficient, setting the stage for muscle cramps and other health issues. Adding more water on top of this imbalance only dilutes the sodium slightly, but does nothing to restore the missing minerals. It becomes clear that the solution lies not in more fluids, but in consuming foods rich in the electrolytes that are truly lacking. Electrolyte imbalance does not just affect the muscles, it also impacts the nervous system, heart rhythm, and energy production. For example, magnesium is a cofactor in producing ATP, the body's main energy molecule, and without enough magnesium, energy production drops, leaving the muscles fatigued and more prone to cramping. Potassium is also critical for maintaining proper blood pressure and ensuring that the heartbeat stays regular. This means that by focusing on minerals instead of just water, you are not only preventing cramps, but also supporting overall cardiovascular and nervous system health. The benefits extend far beyond the muscles themselves. Some athletes experience cramps during or after intense exercise and mistakenly believe they simply need to drink more water. In reality, exercise increases the loss of electrolytes through sweat, especially sodium and potassium. If these are not replaced, cramps are almost inevitable regardless of fluid intake. This is why electrolyte replacement drinks are often used in sports, although many commercial versions contain added sugars that can worsen insulin resistance. A better approach is to get electrolytes from whole foods like spinach, avocados, and pumpkin seeds, which supply magnesium and potassium naturally without harmful additives. These foods provide the long-term mineral support the body needs to prevent cramps rather than offering only temporary relief. The misconception about hydration also leads some people to overconsume water, which can create more problems than it solves. Too much water can wash out not only sodium, but also magnesium and potassium, leaving the body even more deficient. This is especially common in people who are already on diuretics or other medications that increase mineral loss. Instead of focusing on drinking more water, it is much more effective to focus on replenishing electrolytes through diet, which keeps the body hydrated at a cellular level. Proper hydration is not about the volume of water, but about the quality of the mineral balance within that water inside the cells. To maintain this balance, it helps to think of hydration as a mineral-based process. Drinking fluids should always be paired with mineral intake, either from food or in some cases from high-quality electrolyte solutions without sugar. Leafy greens for magnesium, avocados for potassium, and pumpkin seeds for concentrated mineral support are excellent options. When these foods are consistently part of the diet, the body naturally holds on to water in a way that supports healthy muscle function. This cellular hydration prevents cramps more effectively than simply drinking liters of plain water. Ultimately, leg cramps highlight the importance of electrolytes over plain hydration. The painful contraction is the body's way of signaling that the mineral balance is off, not just that fluid is low. By restoring magnesium, potassium, and other electrolytes through whole foods, the cramps subside and overall muscle health improves. Water alone cannot resolve this issue, but the right nutrients can, proving that electrolytes are the key factor in preventing and managing leg cramps. When looking at the root causes of leg cramps, one of the most effective strategies is not focusing on just a single nutrient, but creating a daily combination of foods that supply the minerals and electrolytes in a natural, balanced way. Spinach, avocado, and pumpkin seeds together make a powerful trio that covers the body's major mineral requirements for muscle function. Each of these foods brings something unique to the table. Spinach is rich in magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Avocado delivers one of the highest natural sources of potassium along with healthy fats, and pumpkin seeds provide a concentrated dose of magnesium and zinc. By consuming all three on a regular basis, the body receives a steady stream of minerals that work together to maintain electrolyte balance, which is the most important factor in preventing cramps. Electrolyte balance is the key to how muscles contract and relax. As potassium regulates the electrical signals that move across muscle membranes, magnesium ensures those contractions do not stay locked by helping the fibers release, and calcium allows the initial contraction to happen in a controlled way. Without these elements working together, the system breaks down, and that breakdown shows up as spasms, twitching, or full-blown cramps. A single food might provide one mineral, but when the diet is designed to include multiple sources, the effect is far more complete. It is a simple but powerful routine that addresses the root cause of cramps while also supporting broader health goals. making it one of the most effective dietary strategies for long-term muscle wellness.